I was living in a refugee camp for a long time, 5 years, and in 2004 I get asylum to New York City.
Abdi was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes when he was 19 years old. When he arrived in Harlem from the Kenyan refugee camps, his health quickly worsened from the food he purchased at local bodegas and supermarkets.
Things like mostly like no power, no energy, getting skinner, and a lot of going bathroom and like feeling unhealthy at all. Health is not that good because during desert stuff like that, I was getting diabetic. So I started focusing what I'm supposed to do for myself and for other community where I live.
According to Take Care East Harlem, 1 in 3 adults is obese. That's 55% higher than in New York City overall. This is the highest proportion of obese adults among all New York City neighborhoods. 18% of adults in East Harlem are diabetic. About 95% of these diabetes cases are type 2, which is strongly associated with obesity.
Every few years we can find what's killing this community or what's a major cause of death in this community. But when you really come right down to it, the thing that's really the most destructive thing right now is not people shooting people. It's diabetes. People like to say obesity, but obesity, the real thing is diabetes. We have a diabetes epidemic in the community, and that's a major cause of death. And it's just stunning when people look at the numbers in terms of what that causes. And when you realize that much of that is food related.
Corbin Hill Food Project serves neighborhoods that do not have easy access to affordable, good quality, healthy food, like Harlem and Washington Heights. This organization distributes farm fresh produce from local farmers to their members.
The majority of the supermarkets here are not quality supermarkets. They're not supermarkets that you would find in neighborhoods where you're really getting really good organic food or meats for that matter. They're processed mostly.
In 2011, the child obesity rate in East Harlem was 23.4%.
This disease and diabetic and high blood pressure, obesity, all this stuff came from food-related disease. So to bring it back, to reverse it, you have to change your diet. And we give up our diet to other people to care. But these corporations, they don't care about how healthy or how you feel your life. They don't feel individual life. So this small business like me and other people who provide for community, they have I have a personal responsibility in my life. If I get something good, I have to share. So if we give up the way we eat, our quality life, and people, they don't care. They care both ways. They sell food, they sell medication. I used to buy very expensive medication. Better if I eat expensive food, healthy food, than buying expensive medicine.
A food desert is defined as a geographic area where residents' access to affordable, healthy food options, especially fresh fruits and veggies, is restricted or non-existent. According to the Department of Health, in East Harlem, there are 174 bodegas versus 21 supermarkets.
I live around in Harlem in that all years. And then when I try to go outside to eat, there's nothing to make you have a money, you have a time, you want to go outside. There's no that much in the Harlem area. And then if you have to go, there's the McDonald's, there's the Chinese fry, and then the chain of food.
It's called food apartheid. It's a better word. We have a fairway, but who goes there? How do you get there? You have to pay $250, $275 on the bus to go there and come back, or pay a cab to bring you back. That's apartheid. Nobody's put a barrier, but they've put a barrier, but there is a barrier.
In the winter, all farmers markets close, limiting East Harlem residents from accessing fresh produce even further. But in the winter, Corbin Hill stays open to serve the community. It costs members $15 per week to receive fresh produce right to their doorsteps. This is one of the only organizations, if not the only, in the Harlem area that delivers fresh produce in the winter.
The people have all these myths about how to deal with these issues. The issue is fundamentally structural. You know, they run around, well, people don't know good nutrition, they don't know this, and so everybody wants to do a cooking class. Look, let me tell you something. You can teach me how to cook like hell, and if I don't have the money to go out and buy the produce, it's meaningless.
My goal is motivate people. They can do it whatever they want, and health and money and, you know, helping community. And I think that's what we lacked, helping each other very well, especially when they come food. Food is important and matter everyday life. So my goal is to teach people everywhere I go.